Internet, what's up? I'm Christiane Cordero, and this is the 734 from WCCO. We know most of you are about to head out the door, maybe head to work on this very cold Thursday, so let's get you started with that weather. It is Minnesota cold out there. Chills are minus 15 to minus 30 degrees throughout much of the day today. We are getting above zero, but not by much. 2 degrees later this afternoon, and then dipping down again tonight. The weekend forecast looks a little bit better for what that is worth. All right, now let's talk about this. Valentine's Day is tomorrow, and an incredible 250 million roses are grown just for this one special day. We were at Bachman's early Monday morning when flowers for this week arrived. Bachman's orders more than 200,000 roses. Workers were waiting so they could unload the flowers and move them into the greenhouse to be sorted and kept safe for the week. We spend $2.3 billion with a B on flowers alone, which makes it one of the more popular Valentine's Day gifts, of course, but we want to know, is it yours? Do you like to get flowers? Do you like to get chocolate? Is it something else entirely? Maybe a nice dinner, fancy jewelry, or do you like to keep it simple, or do you hate Valentine's Day completely? Those watching on Facebook, leave a comment right here. We'll get through a few of those in just a moment. All right, with the wind chills this morning, some schools delayed or canceled classes. Most of the schools are out west, but Anoka, Hennepin, and Maple Grove schools are closed today. And every district has a different method for making that decision. Rick Kaufman is part of a 4-person team deciding whether or not Bloomington Public Schools should have class Thursday. Kaufman and his team rely on the Hennepin County meteorologist and data from the National Weather Service to make that call.
It comes down to student safety for us. Student safety is really important, and so a couple other things we have in place. We will check every kiddo that comes into our school tomorrow. Every school nurse and our staff will check kids that they know who the walkers are, so they'll check them. They'll check for their fingertips, earlobes, the nose, anything that might be a frostbite.
Bloomington schools are still open today. The threshold to cancel for Minneapolis and St. Paul schools is minus 35-degree wind chill at 6 a.m. For Anoka, Hennepin, it's when NWS says its exposed skin can get frostbite. That is around 15 minutes. Firefighters braved the cold to battle this massive house fire along Lake Minnetonka last night. This is a $5 million home on the 2700 block of Gale Road. This is the video that was shared to Lake Minnetonka Facebook page showing the fire destroying everything down to the frame. The Wayzata fire chief told us that the biggest problem for these first responders is that there are no fire hydrants. All of the water had to be tanked in. We're told the home was under construction and it was owned by John Davis, former head of Davisco Dairy in Le Sueur. His brother used to own Sun Country Airlines. The family and the fire department say nobody else was hurt. A busy day on deck at the state capitol. There's a Senate hearing on the topic of insulin affordability. House DFL lawmakers are also introducing a $500 million funding plan for child care. And following the water gremlin pollution issues, a group of lawmakers have proposed that have a proposal that would hold polluters accountable. Hey, remember Iowa's Democratic Party caucus and the issues that they had there? Well, the party chairman has resigned after the chaotic caucus last week. In his resignation letter, Troy Price took responsibility for faulty reporting methods that led to a huge delay in reporting the voting totals. There's still no certified winner of the Iowa caucuses. Some of the votes will be recounted this weekend. Democratic presidential hopeful Amy Klobuchar heads to Nevada today. She's hoping to build on her strong momentum in New Hampshire, but she's starting from behind in Nevada after focusing almost all of her time and resources on New Hampshire and Iowa. The Nevada caucuses are February 22nd. Overnight, China reported its largest single-day deaths from coronavirus. That's 254. That brings the death total to more than 1,300 people. Japan has also reported its first death this morning. The CDC says some test kits they sent out to help diagnose the coronavirus are not working. The kits were sent to laboratories around the country, but some of the states that received them say the testing results were inconclusive. We've reached out to the CDC to find out if they sent any of those kits to Minnesota, but we're still waiting to hear back on that. A Minnesota officer shot in the line of duty is getting support from fellow officers in uniform.
From our family to yours, we want to say we're all behind you, and we're looking for you to be back soon. So, everybody. Woo!
That is the entire team from the Minnesota DNR Enforcement Division. They are cheering for WCCO police officer Eric Mattson. He was shot in the head early last month while responding to a call, and he's still in the hospital going through rehab. But his church posted just last week that Mattson has started speaking again. One of the most storied rivalries in Minnesota history will close it out indoors. The Tommy Johnny game is moving to US Bank Stadium on November 7th. It will likely be the final game between St. John's and St. Thomas, at least with St. Thomas as a member of the MIAC. Tickets go on sale on Friday, March 13th. Mark your calendars, 10 a.m., and they will likely go fast. Think your kids has what it takes to be the next Gerber baby? Well, from now until February 21st, parents can submit photos and video of their child for the chance to be Gerber's 2020 ambassador. You can get $25,000. Contestants are judged on visual appeal and expressiveness. So basically, is your baby cute and is it smiley? Anyone under the age of 4 can win. And speaking of babies, US Weekly is reporting Game of Thrones star Sophie Turner and husband Joe Jonas are having their first child. The couple married in May of last year in Las Vegas. Neither has confirmed the pregnancy on social media as of this morning, though. All right, back to today's talker. We're bringing in WCCO's digital guy, Cole. Cole, we're talking about Valentine's Day, flowers, dinner, jewelry, something else. What are people saying?
Yeah, we got a lot of good responses today. We have Charles saying, have flowers delivered to them, have a dinner and a movie.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, then we have Carrie Hall said, I would rather receive something more creative. So
okay, no pressure there.
Paint a painting or something.
Yeah, right. You know what's creative? Adopt a puppy.
There you go. There you go. Then we have Kathy saying, I prefer something that stays alive to remember versus flowers. They're gone too fast.
Sure, sure.
Then we have Judy saying, I love flowers and a nice meal is awesome. I prefer a plant, yet some great smelling roses are a winner too.
Yeah, it's interesting. Some people like having things that last longer. Some people don't like getting things in general. So flowers are kind of nice for that. They're there for a week. They make you feel good, and then you're like, okay, bye.
I like to keep it simple.
Do you have any plans, Cole?
Going to Cafe Lurkat.
Ooh, fun. Yeah, that'll be nice and fun.
There you go.
Excellent.
There you go.
Thanks, Cole. Appreciate it. That's it for now. This is the 734 from WCCO, when most of the Twin Cities are on the go. So go ahead and make us your place for mobile news. We'll be back here tomorrow, 7:34 on Friday. Until then, be nice to each other out there on the internet.